Well, the latest figures show that there were 649 recorded deaths linked to coronavirus in the last 24-hour period, and that brings the UK total so far to 30,076.
So it started on a journey with me on my own. I thought personally it's my social corporate responsibility as a business and me as an individual, as me as a Muslim, as me as a human, that I need to help my community. I need to make sure that nobody in my community is suffering, making sure that they've got the food that they require, the medical needs that they require, any form of help. If they can't get hold of anything, I will be there to help them. So that's what I planned out to do. But what I didn't realize was how much of a bigger problem there was in my own community.
Some breaking news regarding death figures for COVID-19.
We will pass 20,000 deaths towards the end of next week, and we are still talking about hundreds of deaths every single day.
I had to extend the team even more. It got to a point where now I have 30 COVID-19 response drivers that help me out between my friends and volunteers in our community. Okay, so the lorry's full of food packages. This is our new distribution centre. Whoa! You're taking your time out. Time is the most precious thing today. Taking your time out to help these people.
You know, devout Muslims respond to these situations because it's part of our faith.
Yeah, of course it is.
You know, if somebody's struggling, because we've seen poverty firsthand, we know what it feels like.
Yes.
That's why we've responded.
So we've got a lot of families on the estate who are massively struggling. I got an email yesterday from a parent and she was in desperation. She's got 7 children. Basically the children have got very little stimulation at home. I'm just struggling. I've been Googling, trying to find if there any way, you know, the way I could get like a learning tablet. But I can't seem to find anywhere. That's why I wondered if maybe you could help with that.
That's not a problem. I'll personally donate that. That's not a problem. We'll sort that out.
That's amazing.
No problem. But the bigger issue being, you know, we need to make sure that these families are stable.
But that can be done any material, so it's fine.
How many of these do you think they want?
Well, we run out of the surgical gowns at the moment.
She's saying there's a national shortage now, okay? So they put it on like this. Do I look like Dr. Khan now? How you doing, man? Are you okay? Get on. No suit on today.
No, what do you mean to do?
It's important that you get this.
Yeah, I've just looked at that. It just goes in and stretches, so it's not a problem with that. And it's overlocked as well, so which is fine.
So I've got some ready-made pasta for you.
Oh, wicked, man.
Donated by Manjaros.
So we can give it to people straight away. So we can do the instant drop-off for people want to eat right there and then. Let's have a look. What you got in here? Oh, some nice fresh cakes here. Look at that, guys. See, isn't it just loving and heartwarming when all the community comes together?
There's a lot of families that are isolated, and there's a lot of our Asian families that live together, and the parents are isolated and they can't go out. So we've been supporting them. We've also been supporting elderly people that have got no support at all. Big
thank you to Pasha Shisha for donating these hand sanitizers. Thank you very much. They are very hard to get hold of at the moment. We'll be giving these out to the vulnerable people of Bradford, homeless people, or people that are struggling to get hold of them, especially the elderly. It's nice that all businesses are coming together where they can get hold of essentials like this and donate them to charities and volunteers like myself that are helping. So thank you guys, and I appreciate that. Regal Foods and Enkahnz Foundation for donating these mixed fruit drinks. It's very nice of them. And we'll be distributing these to all the vulnerable people of Bradford in our food packages. So as business, we've got social corporate responsibility to help our community because we earn from these people. On a normal daily basis, these guys buy from us, they prosper our business. Now at times like this, we need to give back to them.
One thing what we're doing is also team up with the local councils, so not just in Bradford, Manchester, Birmingham and London. And we're reaching out to them vulnerable people, the elderly people.
But you're not just dealing with Bradford?
No, we're doing nationwide.
So basically you've got obviously mile halls in different cities. Which cities are they again?
Bradford, Manchester, Leeds, Birmingham and London.
Wow, mashallah, that's great. So you're helping all around the community where you're based?
All there, and we're not just we're focusing on all the key workers, not just NHS and elderly, but even like the bus drivers. Everybody needs to come together. This is not just a short-term thing now. So it was the first we talked about in a couple of weeks and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's only a long-term.
As the thing evolves, everyone needs to come together more now.
Yeah, true.
You know, some people have got houses where they've got gardens.
Yeah.
Some people live in flats.
Yeah, there you go.
Imagine being 24 hours for the last over a month, you're in a flat. And your kids can't go out.
That's a really good
You know,
point.
so it's just whatever we can do to support the community.
We've come to the Bad Cloth House. We're going to see Lucky. So the material that you gave us last time.
Oh yeah, you made them.
They made them scrubs for the nurses,
wow.
doctors, yeah?
Yeah.
So, and oh yeah, and the pouches.
And the pouches.
Yeah. We need something like now. You like that urgent response?
Yeah, I know.
You'll be part of the response team now, so we need whatever you've got right now.
In fact, you've got that. There you go. There's your blue, there's your blue.
Perfect. That's it.
There's your blue.
This is the one. What do you think?
Have a look at the fabric if you can.
No, that's perfect.
At the end of the day, we all got to stick together for Bradford. If we can't help, who's going to help?
Exactly. Right. Honestly, I'm so, you know, it's so heartwarming to see all the people that have really supported me. I want to set a good example to the youth to show that you need to help, you know, in crisis, vulnerable people when they need help, you know, people that are in poverty all around the world, even community work. So you need to step up to this, especially to the kids. You know, life's all about helping other people as well, earning, being successful, working hard, but also giving back.
So you guys are doing an amazing job, man.
Jazakallah
from London, bro. May Allah accept it from you and your team.
Thank you, bro.
We distribute Qur'ans internationally, the Qur'an project. So what it is, we're happy to give you some free copies.
I mean, if I can spread dawah through my business and my work, of course, I'd love to.
Absolutely, bro.
And I think you should start off with reading it. So the first Quran that I want to donate is to you, Neil.
Okay.
And I want you to read it. And
after that, okay, magazine you give me.
Imran, how's it going, mate?
Yeah, really good. If you look behind you, that's the one. So she's stitching this one up.
Thank you to the Bad Cloth House, who provided the cloth, the material.
It's really nice.
And obviously we've got Imran, who's worked day and night on these with his team. He's done a fantastic job, actually. The advantage of these is you can actually wash them as well. So obviously these are, you can't use these are just disposable ones. You use them once and you bin them. These ones we've got so you can use them and wash them again.
It's been a fantastic working with you, and not only just that, you get to know the avenues, and it's really good to, you know, work with everyone, getting the community together. And one thing I would say, everyone's come together.
We need to create awareness. We need to help these people. It doesn't matter from which walks of life, it doesn't matter which religion, race, it doesn't matter. We need to help everybody to stand up on their 2 feet.
We've got a large number of children who are unable to access you know, the daily online activities that the teachers at our school are providing, just because they've not got access to any sort of like device at home. They've not got a laptop, they've not got an iPad, etc.
So these 15 laptops, I'll personally look over these for you. Do you understand? And then you obviously identify the families and make sure that they actually do, this is what they need. Yo,
we've just received the tablets.
Awesome, that's good, that's perfect. That's a good size. How do you switch it on? The technology moves too fast for me, honestly. I can't keep up with it. We've got these tablets for you. You can give these to the children. Make sure to stay busy at home.
Yeah.
So they can continue studying.
Yes. Well, we've got a number of children at our school who've not got any access whatsoever to any sort of like devices, so they've not been able to, you know, log on onto the different learning activities we've got on the website, you know, which is obviously having an impact on their learning. They're falling behind. Obviously then the gap widens between them and their peers.
Of course,
but not just for their education, like I said, you know, it will help with their well-being, because hopefully with the Zoom online activities that hopefully we're going to be putting into action next week, they'll be able to sort of see face-to-face the peers. You know, have those
how many do you think roughly there are that you know yourself personally?
In my school alone?
Just in your school alone,
Gosh, I've got nearly 100 now on my safeguarding register.
That need access to laptops and tablets so that they can continue studying?
Yes.
That's a lot. That's just from your school as well. Just imagine how much it is in Bradford or nationally.
Hi there.
Sorry.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to call you to say thank you. You know, I could tell from when I got sent that little video of you and your cow, you're like what a positive person you are and determined to, you know, to do great things. Are you sure about these laptops? It seems quite an investment for you.
No, it's fine. Look, the thing is, I mean, I look at it like an investment, as in, you know, if I can add value to a child's life, and if he, you know, later on in life, if he can become something from this, and you know, instead of going backwards, go forward, And if you can excel in life, obviously for me, that's just an achievement in itself that someone can say that, you know, with that little help, you know, I move forward.
Personal protective equipment, PPE, is at the heart of our fight against coronavirus. The British Medical Association has warned that dangerously low levels of PPE are forcing doctors into an impossible situation. Reports of widespread PPE shortages are stirring fears, with growing numbers of doctors and nurses infected and even dying.
So you've done them?
Yeah, he's...
Oh,
yeah.
wow, thank you. It's fine. I've not seen anyone today. Perfect.
Yes, there you go.
Thank you.
So how come there's a big shortage in with the NHS? I mean, should the government be supplying this?
Yeah, the government, honestly, we open about it. The government failed us. It's over 50% of PPE is actually sourced privately, so it's either donation or actually myself, I actually like these scrubs and like my visors and like proper face mask I purchase on the eBay, because we write emails, we complain that they're saying that there is nothing that they can supply us with. So this is actually where I work now. This is COVID center.
Yeah.
So any GP practice in Bradford can refer patients with the suspected or confirmed COVID here. And guess what we have here in terms of gowns? Do you think we've got a single gown here?
I don't know.
It's all the typical like a kitchen lady plastic aprons.
Yeah.
So no long sleeve, nothing. It's just the plastic aprons we've got here. And this is COVID center.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye. She came to us saying that there's a shortage of gowns, so we've got Imran. Thanks to Imran, who's helped out, and brother Zaid and his family who helped out as well to make the gowns. We've got a call from Huddersfield Infirmary as well. We'll be dropping off some gowns to the hospital there and some other personal protective equipment. But like I said, the government is failing the NHS quite badly, and it's local businesses, volunteers like yourself, and all the donations that are really protecting our NHS and all the people in our country, should I say.
She's got cancer, and I'm finding it. She's on an anti-cancer protocol, and that part of that means that she's having to have a lot of organic foods now. I'm finding it very, very difficult to find stuff for her now. It was kind of hard before the COVID virus was spread, but now it's even more difficult.
नहीं क्यों नहीं जी हेल्प के जी लोड तो साथ साथ खाना मसला या
कोई 100 से दिन जड़ी कोई चीज है या बस पड़ी होती है खाने की है
अल्लाह तो फिर कितने ड्यूज भी ना
जी हां ड्यूज है
They've only just started my crime up and running, and I've had no food or nothing or electric. My money got stopped, so if it's possible for you to bring me a food parcel, I'll be really, really appreciated. Thank you.
Hello, this is Helen.
Hi Helen, this is Naveed. I spoke.
Take your call.
She done me. Johnny didn't me. Hello, Enkahnz. Is that Helen?
It is. I'm sorry I missed your call.
No problem. Helen, we spoke yesterday about the food package.
Yes.
And your rich tea biscuits.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to get that over to you today in the next hour.
I don't want to be greedy. I know you've got an awful lot of people to see to.
No, it's never too much. It's too less that we're doing. I wish we could do more to help everybody. So, thank you for that anyway. But we'll make sure that you get what you need. And if there's anybody else that you know that needs help, please let us know. Okay? Thanks, Helen. No worries. Thank you. Bye. So just have a look at that. And put a bread in there as well, yeah? How many kids? You know how many kids she's got? 2. 2 kids. Okay, what to do is take some onions as well. You know, get milk. Yeah, get milk. She's got kids, so get milk. Yeah? Okay, so I'll give you the details for that in a bit. You put that in your car.
Good afternoon everybody, it's Saturday and me and Amrit are out delivering some food packages in support of Enkahnz and the Bradford Faith Centre with the COVID response team. Say hi Amrit.
What's going on
guys?
Enkahnz COVID-19 response team here, just on the way to deliver another food package to another person in need.
Good afternoon guys, just a little update regarding the food parcels that we're delivering through the COVID-19 response team. She also made a special request for some rich tea biscuits, if it wasn't too much to ask, within a food package. So I've made a quick pit stop, bought a pack of rich tea biscuits on the way over. Hopefully she'll be delighted with everything that she gets within the food package.
I've not documented everybody that I've been to. From 500 people that we've done food package drop to, we've only filmed 5 people and we've talked to them just to show you that there's genuine need of help here. As you can see, the COVID-19 response team has grown rapidly. It started off with 1 man and now we've got a big team. A lot of volunteers, a lot of my personal friends as well that are helping out. We're going to do 250 deliveries today and we're going to get this done with the big team. I've travelled to third world countries and I believe you me, I've seen some things in my own city where it shocked me, where I felt like, do you know what? I've not even seen this in Pakistan or Africa or in a remote desert somewhere around the world where I've gone and done charity work where people live in mud huts and they don't have nothing to eat. Right, the dream team. So which area do you guys cover again?
We covered Little Horton.
Oh, you lot did 10, didn't you?
Yeah. 10, yeah.
So basically all them ticked off. You know, I appreciate that guys, honestly. Do you not think it was beautiful the way we came together?
It was much.
Seriously,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Yeah. On a daily basis we do rapid response. You know, like for example, you know, let me give you an example. So basically you've got the police, so if it's a non-emergency you ring 101.
Yeah.
And if it's an emergency you ring 999. So we're here, we're like 999. Somebody rings and says, listen, we're starving. We've had no food, we're hungry, do you know what I mean? I've got 3 kids and we can't have no dinner tonight. So we'll respond to them that day.
Sure.
We're working with Faith Centre and they're providing meals for asylum seekers, refugees and a couple of vulnerable families as well out there. So we're covering both ranges. So today guys, the weekend and we're still working on the front line. As you can see, we're a little bit more organised today. Hats off to all of you. You know, it's good. I hope you can influence a lot of other people to help and do the same thing. Okay? Drive carefully.
It's a lot more easier to give out to the refugees and other people like that who are in need and who have kids who are struggling financially as well.
Well, I want to help the community, so if there's something we can do, we should all come together and help.
I hope people have been influenced from this journey that we started and doing the same thing and making sure that they're helping their community and doing the right thing by them and saving them. I mean, the government, personally, I don't think they're doing enough. Everybody's in the lurk of not knowing what's going on. Maybe there is help out there, maybe it's too slow. But the key thing is getting help there and then. So if we all do it as a small community, we'll get help quicker to the people that need it the most. I went and knocked on the door of a gentleman. The gentleman lived on his own. He was 65 years old, suffered a stroke, and he couldn't move about in his house. He had no form of income coming in except from the government, and probably that wasn't enough for him to survive. But he couldn't go out to get his own food because he had a stroke. But he had nobody there to help him. He had no family members. So I said to him, what about the care workers? Do they not come around? He said, no, they don't. They stopped coming around when the coronavirus started. So all these people that are at home, that are suffering, that are elderly, a lot of their care workers have stopped coming. So who's going to respond to that? How are you going to know unless you're not on the front line helping that there are these kind of situations out there?
I'm Nasha, I'm a member of Parliament for Bradford West and I'm out with the COVID-19 community response with Nav from Enkahnz, and we've got a list of addresses for those that are identified as the most vulnerable, all the essentials for our vulnerable families, and I've been out delivering that this afternoon.
It really is an amazing effort. It's really poignant and really humbling to see so many people coming together. Nav, yourself, Bradford Foundation Trust, the businesses that have contributed. But a huge thanks on behalf of Bradford West and its constituents for doing what you're doing here, and I want to play my part. So we're here with my family, with the kids and the nieces, the water, helping out as much as we can. So thank you.
I've come from a tough upbringing. I've come from the ghetto. I've been brought up in poverty. I've been down there at the bottom and worked my way up. So I know how it feels when you don't have anything. And when you've been there, you can appreciate when you're helping other people because you can reflect that how they're feeling. And also with me traveling around the world to third world countries and seeing people there firsthand, that also you understand that how these people are, how they react to certain things and how they're suffering. But knowing that they're suffering in your own city, that's a totally different story, which has only come to light for me now. Mentally, I try to keep my mind busy. I don't want to think about the negative things of this virus. I always think of the positive things. Let's be optimistic. Let's see the good that's come out of this virus. You know, it's a good time to reflect your life. It's like a restart button. Everyone's saying, you know, everything's gonna be restarted, rebooted. Well, reboot yourself. Make sure you're staying safe during this pandemic. Whatever it is, there's people dying from it. You know, I've had 2 deaths in my street within 24 hours. Protect yourself and your loved ones, because we don't want any more deaths in our community. We want to protect everybody. Credit to all you guys that are staying at home with your families, looking after them. All the key workers as well. You know, we're all working through this together. We're all struggling somehow, one way or another, but we can all help each other out one way or another. So let's do that. Let's stay safe, save lives and protect our NHS. And you know what? I pray we all get out of this well and we move forward as a community together.
I am a Muslim and I'm helping my community.
I'm Sikh and I'm helping my community.
I'm Polish and I'm helping my community.
I'm a Christian and I'm helping my community.
I am Kurdish, I am helping my community.
I'm English and helping the community.
I am Hindu, I am helping out the community.
I'm Pakistani, I help my community.
Hi, I'm Naz Shah, I'm the Member of Parliament for Bradford West and I'm here helping my local community.